Cha-cha-cha, Igbo kwenu.
Hey.
Yoruba kwenu.
Hey.
Hausa kwenu.
Hey.
Edo kwenu.
Hey.
Nigeria kwezono.
So what does that mean? What does that explain it to us?
Well, it's actually a form of greeting. You're calling on all the tribes. You know, first of all, I called on Nigeria as a country. Then I called on the Igbos, the Yorubas, the Hausas, the Edo people, and I concluded with the same Nigeria to respond. And they responded, hey, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, so it's a traditional greeting.
Does it do for all occasions?
Well, mostly with the Igbos, we have to do it at every occasion. It's a tradition. Yeah.
Great.
Okay. So Alex, I'm assuming by that comment you're Igbo.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. How long have you been in Nigeria? I mean, in Ghana.
Oh, okay. Today everybody's gonna know the truth. First of all, I was born in Lagos. Yeah. And my dad and his elder brother used to visit this country even before they got married to our mothers and gave birth to us. My dad first came to Ghana in 72.
Wow.
1972. Yes. So right from when I was 3 was the first time I visited Ghana. I was a little boy. I stayed for like 2 years, went back to Nigeria, came back in 95. So I've been schooling here and there, you know, been visiting. Then so you can just do the calculation yourself, you know. So let's say right from the 90s till now.
Alex, let me rewind for a bit because I don't think our guests know who we're speaking to. So I want you to introduce yourself. I want you to give your script as your career, what you've been seen on, what you're doing. So who is Alex? Who are you? Who's Chima?
Okay, so first off, my name is Alexander Chimaroke Cyprian, but short form Chima. Okay, I am a filmmaker, TV commercial model. Yes, and in terms of film, I have featured in movies like way back somewhere in Africa, Turn Me On, Hooked. And currently I've done series like Inside Out on Aquaba Magic, Tanko Villa, Coffee Shop, which is on I think 5 stations from Lifestyle to, you know, I don't want to mention stations here. Yeah. And aside that, I'm into, you know, commercial models. I have some adverts on TV. If you permit me, I can just mention some. I know. Yeah.
You can mention some of them.
Okay. Yeah. So with the Tasty Tom Jollof Mix, I am the daddy. You know whose family woke up very late and were in a rush, and you know with the drama. Yeah.
Let me share a funny story.
Okay.
So what I guess we did a movie last year.
Yeah.
Dr. Wizard, and so during the day we used to do a lot of filming, and at night we used to watch Alex on Inside Out.
Yeah, it's true.
The television show.
Yeah. So I am from the Igbo tribe, from Imo State, and Imo State can be located in the southeast part of Nigeria. Yes, and I am the secretary for Nollywood Ghana chapter. For those who don't know, Nollywood has gotten a chapter in Ghana. We had our inauguration a year and 3 months ago.
Okay.
Yes, October 8th, 2021. So and
I think that would require you to be in Ghana a lot of times.
Yeah.
So you are based in Ghana?
I am based in Ghana. Yeah.
Great. I know Suzanne, who we will be speaking to very soon. She's Yoruba and Edo mix.
Yes.
And as Black American, we're more familiar with Yoruba due to the spirituality aspect of it. So I've always thought that Yoruba, was the largest tribe.
When you look at the world at large, the Yoruba tribe has traveled so far.
Wow. Yes.
Even in Brazil, you see people still practicing. I think during the slavery era, our ancestors who were captured, a lot of them still maintained their traditions and their cultural practices, and they kind of passed it on.
Yeah.
That is
let me interject real quick. Brazil has more enslaved Africans than any place in the world, even than the United States. We associate the slave trade with the Black Americans, but more enslaved Africans, let me say enslaved Africans, were in Brazil than even the United States.
Sure. Yeah, so I think that is one of the reasons why the Yoruba gods and spirituality is more known compared to other tribes in Nigeria.
Wow.
Well, I am interested in Igbo. I think that many a time some of the stories that we heard growing up is that you don't mess with an Igbo man. So I would want to know, is it scary there? Like, what is it? Is it friendly? Because you would hear stories about people's heads being cut off, all of that. So I'm interested. How is it like there?
Well, some of the stories you might have heard, some were true, some were myth. I mean, I remember back in the 90s when I was schooling in Ghana, sometimes you'd be in class and your mates would be like, I hear Igbos, you guys eat human flesh. Is it true? Then, at first I used to get angry at that, but at some point I started making joke out of it. When you tell me, oh, I hear you used to eat human flesh, I go like, yeah. Looking at you, your flesh is so fresh. I think it will taste so good. That kind of a thing. Yeah, these are some of the things we heard growing up, which were not true. I wouldn't say cannibalism is not real in the world. I mean, there are some families and some places, not even in Nigeria, that we hear stories of cannibalism happening and all that. Yeah. Speaking of whether Igbos are friendly, yes, Igbos are friendly. Let me say this: if you be a Mensa woman, you'll find the good, the bad, and the ugly. You get what I'm saying? So, of course, and people tell their stories based on their personal experiences. I have met people who don't really like Nigerians because of their personal experiences with some Nigerians, and I have met people who really love Nigerians because of their personal experiences with good Nigerians. So, so don't worry, don't be afraid of an evil man.
Especially you. So are you going to come for our flesh now?
Look at you, the way you're fresh there. The flesh will be very, very sweet.
She's sliding back in her chair.
Well, Auntie Susan, I love your hair. I love the short hair.
Thank you.
And I love the color too.
Thank you.
I have seen a bit of you involved in a little bit of rap battle. And I would want to know you more.
Okay, my name is Susan Musa Arubi.
Okay.
I'm a Nigerian. My dad is from Edo and my mom is a Yoruba. So I was born and brought up in Lagos.
Okay.
I'm an actress in Ghana here. Originally, I'm a trained teacher by profession. So I diverted to acting. So I've been in Ghana for, let me say, 20 years.
And how has it been? What's the experience like?
Ghana is peaceful. It's cool and peaceful, and if you focus, you plan your life well, you move on. Yeah.
So talking about focus, what have you been focusing in? Aside acting, what are some of the things that you are interested in doing in Ghana, or you are already doing in Ghana?
Yeah, when I came to Ghana newly, I started teaching.
Okay.
That was what I was doing in Nigeria. When I came, I said, no, I have to change career. So when I stopped teaching, I dabbled into business. So I noticed that that's not my line. So that was when I went to acting school. So from there, that was 2008-9. Then I started acting.
I'm interested in your teaching life. So I would want to know, many a times teachers here in Ghana, there are a lot of complaints,
Yeah,
so
it's like that. When I was teaching in Nigeria, that was one of the reasons I stopped. I was a teacher in Nigeria for almost 12 years. By then, I would teach for 3 months before you are given 1 month's salary. How are we supposed to survive?
So
which means
here?
I'm wondering why you would come to Ghana and teach. So
yes, that was why. Yeah, when I came to Ghana and I said let me teach because that was what I know what to do best at then. So I said, because I don't know anybody anywhere here, let me start teaching, not with government school but with private school.
Okay.
Because even now, if you take your teacher's certificate to any private school, you'll be rushed. They will quickly employ you, so to teach there. So that was where that very day I went there, I was employed. So and the private school is far. The payment is better, but if you happen to work with a private school forever and when you retire, there's no retirement payment.